What's up, you guys? It's your girl Quita here, back with another video. So today is a really cool video. We're talking about the giveaway, because guess what, you guys? I made it to 500 subscribers! When I first started really getting into the YouTube journey back in May, I never thought that I would be at 500. I remember when I was at 100, I was like, I just can't wait to get up to 200, 300, 400, and 500, you guys. I have truly made it. Well, I haven't really made it, but I made it to 500, so I'm super excited about that. So back to what I was saying. So I'm going to be talking about the giveaway, how that will work, and all of that. Then it is Quita Chronicles, you guys. You already know Quita Chronicles is coming, and it's a story time that some people know about, some people don't, but it's the Guatemalan hut story, so stay tuned. So the first thing I want to talk about is the giveaway, right? The big body. So in the 100 subscriber giveaway, I know that there was 3 winners. For this one, it's starting going forward. Well, for this one anyway, it's only going to be 1 winner. So here are the rules. 1, you have to be subscribed to the channel. Of course, that's like the basis, right? You have to be subscribed to the channel, okay? In order to join the giveaway. 2, you have to follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter, okay? The third entry is to go ahead and put in the comments your Instagram name and your Twitter name and the best thing that's happened to you in 2021. That simple, you guys. 3 rules. So 1, be subscribed to the channel. 2, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Quita for real. And 3, comment down below your Twitter, Instagram name, and what's the best thing so far that's happened to you in 2021. And it can be anything, you guys, even if it was like nothing big, just the smallest thing. So I'm excited to see what you guys say was like the best thing that happened to you in 2021, and I'm excited for you guys to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. There's 3 prizes that you can get. So there's 1 winner, 3 prizes. The first prize is the AirPods. It'll be not the basic ones, it'll be the one above that. So you can either win AirPods, $150, or an Alexa. I will go in, I will do a little thing, and I'll pick out if you'll win AirPods, $150, or an Alexa. So let's jump into the story time. So this is the Guatemalan hut story. A couple of my close friends know the story, but I'm gonna share it with you all. Of course, I'm not gonna use any names. We're just gonna call him Guatemalan hut in the story. You got it? You got it. So, Guatemalan hut. You guys, the reason why his name is Guatemalan hut, I'll get into that in a minute, but I just want you guys to bear with me in the story. I was at a time in my life where I wanted to be loved. I wanted someone to like me. So when I'm telling these stories, you know, you guys could judge if you want, but I just want to put it out there that this was stuff that I was doing when, I mean, you know, everybody has their moment, you know. Don't judge me, okay? So I went to high school with Guatemalan hut. It's funny because I never talked to him in high school, ever. I would see him around. He used to ride those bikes, not like motorcycles, but the BMX bikes. And I would see him around all the time, but I never talked to him. So when we started conversing on Facebook, or it was Facebook or Instagram, I really don't remember. I was like, okay, you know, I remember you. He's like, I remember you too. But it's we never, ever talked, ever. So it was kind of interesting. I graduated high school in 2012, and we didn't start, and he was a year older than me, and we didn't start conversing until 2018, around March 2018. So that's when we started talking and conversing. So my mom's wedding was in July. So the day before my mom's wedding, me and my friends, we went out. And me and my friends, we went out. And after we went out, I went to go see him, you know. And I remember I go, and this is why his name is Guatemalan hut. So I go, my best friend drops me off. We go through the back gate, which goes into the backyard. I'm walking towards the house. He's like, no, come over here. And it's this hut. it's like this shed hut thing, and you walk in, it's like a dirt floor. It's like, looks really man-made, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay. And I'm like looking around, and I'm like, okay. Mind you, his brother is like sleeping on the couch. So I'm like, okay, like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh my gosh. But his brother was like asleep, you know, whatever. He never woke up as far as I was concerned. And we were sitting in there, you know, watching TV, talking, that kind of stuff. And he goes and he like locks the door. Like, now the way that he locked the door, like the handle came out of the door. Mind you, I'm like kind of freaking out because I'm like, there's this guy that I know, like, yeah, I knew him in high school, but I don't know him. And his brother is asleep on the couch. So I'm like, wait, what the hell is gonna happen? Like, oh my God, like in my head, I'm kind of like freaking out. And I think it's showing on my face because he was like, you look a little freaked out. Like, I don't want you to think I'm trying to lock you in here. So come here so I can teach you how to use the door if you want to get out. So that made me kind of feel a little better, but yeah. So, you know, after that, doesn't really matter what happened, because if you put 2 and 2 plus equals 4, then you know. That's why his name is Guatemalan Hut, you guys. His name is Guatemalan Hut because our interaction happened in United States, but it felt like in that moment, I felt like I was in Guatemala. I felt like I was in Guatemala with the dirt floor in this shed, and it was like a man-made like little room. Like, it was hella crazy. But yeah, so that's why his name is Guatemalan Hut, you guys. But me and Guatemalan Hut, after that, like we continued to talk. I really liked him, you know. I really like everybody. Like, I'm a hopeless romantic. I really like everybody, right? So I really liked him, and I really felt like we had a lot in common. And I don't know, he was just easy to talk to, I felt. But he was the type of guy that was inconsistent, okay? I've run into a lot of these different type of guys, and like, I'm just gonna be completely honest. Men, if you are fathers, you have to be consistent in your child's life, not just your daughter's life, in your son's life too. Like, that really matters. Like, not being consistent in your child's life, like, they'll start to think that that behavior is okay. Like, they should accept that from a man or from a woman, that inconsistency, and it's not okay. No one should be inconsistent towards you, because you're number one, not number two, definitely not number three, okay? But anyway, he was inconsistent. He was an inconsistent guy. We would talk and stuff, and then I didn't hear from him for like a long time. Like, I didn't hear from Guatemalan for like months. We would talk like every day, and then he just like out of nowhere like went disappearing for like a long time. And when he finally, because he was inconsistent, but when he finally followed me back, I feel like I'm missing a part, but when he finally followed me on Snapchat, because he always followed me on Instagram, but he followed me on Snapchat out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, okay. And we talked a little bit on Snapchat, and then I go to his Snapchat, and actually it wasn't that we didn't talk for a long time. I think we didn't talk for like a month. It was like a month we didn't talk, so I guess that was a long time back then, but it really wasn't a long time. He goes and he posts a child, and he's like holding the child. It's like a daughter, and she looks like she's like 9 months old, you guys. Mind you, we just did some serious situation in the hut like a couple months ago. So we just did something in the little Guatemalan little hut thing, and you're on Snapchat with a baby, right? So the way that he was holding the baby, it didn't seem like uncle, cousin, me. You know, it seemed like that's your child. So I was like, is that your baby? He was like, yes. So I understand that we weren't talking for a month, but where did this child come from? And it was like, I felt like you didn't have the decency to just like say that. Like, that's another thing. Men, if you're watching this, just be upfront. Like, so what if she gets mad? So what if she don't want to mess with you no more? So what if this or that? Be honest. And if she still wants to mess with you after you're honest, then that's on her at that point. You know what I mean? Everybody has choices, but you have a choice on being honest up front. Like, hey, you know, I got a baby on the way. If you knew, you know what I'm saying? You know, it'd be different. He's like, oh, I didn't know. But he knew the whole time that he had somebody pregnant, and we're over here pursuing me or whatever, making me believe that this could possibly be something one day, right? That really annoyed me and made me mad. And like, I just kind of cut all ties, because I was like, I feel like I'm the type of person, you could just be upfront and honest with me. Even if you didn't feel like you could have just said that. And so I could have just, you know, removed myself. But you know, people want their cake and eat it too. So yeah, it was like, the relationship was kind of like broken after that. Like, honestly, you guys, he kind of tried to like still talk to me and still try to make it work. But I'm just kind of like, for one, you live with the baby mama like you told me you do. And I'm not about to talk to you and you live with her. Like, first of all, I know what that means. Like, you live with your baby mama, that means you're smashing her. And you guys are trying to work it out. You guys are together. Like, don't try to tell me that, you know, this is just your roommate, da-da-da. And you guys, he did have some hard things that happened. But look, you live with your baby mama, then you figure that out with her. You figure that out with your baby mama, because you're not going to figure it out with me today. So, months later, the next year, 2019, I go to California for work, and I see him, you know, but and he was like, because he was just like, I really want to try, I really want to talk to you, I really, you know, feel like this could work, because like I told you, the guys, the chemistry was crazy. Like, we had a lot in common. Like, we had really good talks, we were deep, like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like, once you lie to me, I can't believe anything you say after that. Like, it's kind of hard for me to believe anything you say or trust you. And it's like, you know, I'm the type of person, like, if a man cheats on you and you accept that, I feel like you shouldn't be like throwing that in his face every 5 minutes. And if I feel like I'm gonna do that, I can't be with you, because I don't want no toxic relationship. I want it to be healthy, you know. I want it to be that genuine thing. And so when we saw each other, it wasn't the same. Like, you know, we tried to make it the same. It definitely wasn't what it was when we first met in that hut that time. Okay, the chemistry was just not there. I just felt like, I don't know, I was just turned off by the fact that you lied, that you had a daughter. Daughter's beautiful, but don't lie, you know, don't lie. I will say, I had another guy actively try to talk to me all the time, and then out of nowhere, he posts an ultrasound pic on his Instagram. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Why do y'all do this? But what I learned from Guatemalan hut is that if a guy is inconsistent, cut him off immediately. Now, I still struggle with this, as, you know, I'm just gonna be vulnerable again. My dad was inconsistent in my life. And so I know that inconsistency now is something that I shouldn't accept, but sometimes I still give people chances, or I won't block people or whatever, because I still have that like sense of like, okay, maybe, but it's like, I feel like if you're inconsistent with me, then that means that you don't really like value me. Like you don't really see anything with me. You don't really like me like that, because people make time for what they want. And I've been inconsistent with people too. And I know that when I'm inconsistent with you, I really don't like you like that. If I liked you, trust me, I would text you back. I will hit you up. I will let you know that I'm interested. But if I don't, then that means I probably don't really like you like that. Just saying. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and join the giveaway so you could become a real babe. Make sure you join the giveaway, you guys. We got some $150 prizes. We got a possible Alexa win and some AirPods, okay? So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.